In 3025, the Davian came to call, thought they'd march across Sterope and watch the conquered at fall. They had their fancy mechs boys and their pilots tried and true, but they didn't count on Marshal Theron and his legged fighting crew. Well, Theron, he was waiting with a twinkle in his eye, said, boys, we're gonna show 'em how the Taurians can fly. He gathered up his farmers from the fields and from the mines, said, grab your old steers, boys, and let's go hold the line. They fired their Gauss rifles and their particle beams bright. We fired our patched up lasers, boys, and held 'em through the night. We shot our auto cannons till the barrels near to burst, and we sent those Davian lions back to hell from whence they'd nursed. Well, the Davian general, he was mighty proud and bold, thought he'd take the pass of Sterope, worth more than pure gold. He sent his crusaders charging with their missile rack so grand, but Marshal Theron had a trick awaiting in his hand. He'd placed his old commandos in the canyons deep and wide, and when those big mechs stomped right in, they had nowhere to hide. The ground, it shook and rumbled as the battle did begin, and we knew right then and there, boys, we weren't letting them win. They fired their Gauss rifles and their particle beams bright. We fired our patched up lasers, boys, and held them through the night. We shot our auto cannons till the barrels near to burst, and we sent those Davian lions back to hell from whence they'd nursed. Well, we hid behind the boulders and we sniped them from the height. The dust was thick as fog, boys. In the middle of the fight, a Davian Wolverine got stuck, its leg right in a ditch, and our local boys, they swarmed him like a swarm of angry rich. Arms with plasma rifles and a whole lot of grit, they popped that mech right open, didn't give a single bit of mercy to that pilot who was looking rather glum. He learned that day in Sterope where the Taurians come from. They fired their Gauss rifles and their particle beams bright. We fired our patched up lasers, boys, and held them through the night. We shot our auto cannons till the barrels near to burst, and we sent those Davian lions back to hell from whence they'd nursed. That general, he started screaming, fall back, retreat in haste. His fancy mechs were burning, just a planetary waste. He lost a whole lance of thunderbolts and a catapult or two, said this Sterope pass is tougher than I ever knew. And so they broke and scattered, running back to where they came, and Marshal Theron smiled and said, boys, we won this little game. The folks of Sterope cheered him and they sang his praises high, for the day he whipped the Davian dogs beneath the Taurian sky. Yeah, the Battle of Sterope Pass, don't you ever